This demonstration will have a look at how to connect to a virtual machine via the Hyper-V Manager and also how to manage the virtual machine as well. So to connect to a virtual machine, we just right click on the virtual machine we wish to connect to, click connect, and what that does is connects us through to the RDP session on the virtual machine. So we can see the name of the virtual machine up the top, and we can see we've got various buttons along the top as well. So if we just have a look at the file button first of all, we can see that we've then got the settings option. So click on settings and pull this across. What we can see is we have the ability to do things like add hardware, specify the BIOS boot order, specify how much RAM the virtual machine's got, how many virtual processors the virtual machine has, hard disk drives, CD-ROM drives, SCSI controllers, which network the virtual machine's connected to, COM ports, diskette. Down at the management here we can see that integration services installed, for example, default location for the snapshots, what happens if the virtual machine needs to be restarted. So if the physical Hyper-V host restarts, what will we do here? Well, if the virtual machine was running, then basically, what we'll do here, could say specify or start the virtual machine, start it if it was running, or do nothing when the virtual machine starts. Also specify startup delay for the virtual machine. Quite handy to avoid things like power on storms for virtual machines. And also what to do if we shut down the Hyper-V host. So we'll cancel out that. We've then got the action button, and on the action button we can do things like send Control Alt and Delete against the virtual machine, turn off the virtual machine, shut down the virtual machine, save the state of the virtual machine, pause the virtual machine, reset it, and so on down the list. The media button being the next one, so what we could do here is we could connect to, say, an ISO. We could also connect to floppy disk drives as well, or physical CD-ROM drives at this point. The clipboard memory, what this one allows me to do is type in some clipboard text, and what that will allow me to do is it will allow me to transfer text from the parent partition into the child partition, so from the Hyper-V machine into the virtual machine. What we can also do as well is capture this screen and then paste it in something like Microsoft Word, just in case we want to take some screenshots of, say, an install of some software applications. Then we have the view menu, and the view menu will allow me to put this into full screen mode within the Hyper-V host, and it'll also allow me to turn on the toolbar itself. The help button just takes me into help. What we've then got below there, we've got send Control Alt Delete. We can start the virtual machine, turn off the virtual machine, shut down the virtual machine, save the virtual machine state, pause the virtual machine, resume the virtual machine, take a snapshot of the virtual machine, and revert a snapshot on the virtual machine. So that's the end of this very quick little demo of just showing what the virtual machine connection allows us to do. Thank you.